going to do part 2 of our healing healthy salad. So the dressing is where it makes you or breaks you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we have our olive oil, we have our organic raw pressed unfiltered olive oil, and that's a good healthy super fat that we need to put into our salad dressing. That's what they eat in the Mediterranean. This is the oil that has helped many people, and it is definitely a healthy oil, but you want to make sure it's not oxidized. It's in a nice dark bottle, and it's raw, and it's real olive oil. Okay, so we're going to put in some herbs. We're going to put in dill. I'm going to put in a little bit of parsley. Now this is going to turn the salad dressing kind of a green color. So if you don't like the green color of the dressings and you want it to look white, then by all means go ahead and use dried herbs. But I just put in some parsley, some dill, and some chives, all organic. So either that, or I want you to go ahead and put in some dried organic herbs. And then we need some sea salt. So we're going to put in a little bit of our fresh pink Himalayan sea salt. So that makes up the spice in our salad dressing. So we have our herbs, we have our oil, and now we need our vinegar. So I use the raw apple cider vinegar, which is so healing, so alkalizing. So just go ahead and put a little bit in, not too much, because we do want to put lemons. I would normally take half of one of these lemons and squeeze it in, but you can also use the pure lemon organic juice, which I'm just going to do today for ease of convenience, but I would normally always squeeze my own. So add in some lemon. So that also makes up the vinegary. So you can use the apple cider vinegar, you can use the lemon, or you can use another type of vinegar like balsamic vinegar or coconut vinegar. So I'm just going to add just a tiny little bit of coconut vinegar here. But all three vinegars are good. So go ahead and use all three vinegars, or a combination of the three, or just lemon. So just lemon is great too, but make sure that you get the lemon, which is the real pure food, in there as your sour ingredient to balance the oil. So we've got our oil, we've got our vinegars, we've got our herbs, and we've got our salt. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put in some organic raw mushroom powder. This is from David Wolf, but you can get any kind of raw mushroom blend. Basically, this is a 24 mushroom blend, and that's why it's super powerful. But you want those like cordyceps and reishi and all the really healing mushrooms that you're not eating every day, but you want to make sure that you get a little blend. And a salad dressing is a good place to put that because it just gets blended up. I'm going to either take my garlic powder or 1 clove of organic garlic and press that in, because we definitely want to get garlic. Garlic is the #1 healing food in the sense that it is so antimicrobial. It's like a natural antibiotic. So if you have any gut parasites or anything that you're trying to kill in there, it's so good for the immune system. It kills cancer, just so many things. So you definitely want to get your garlic in there. Okay, so now to make it creamy. You can either just blend it up like this and pour it on your salad, or you can make it creamy, which is what I like to do for a nice sort of ranch or Caesar consistency. But the real reason I do this is because it's just another chance to get more healing foods into our salad dressing. So the next thing we want to do is take our seeds and put them in there. I don't usually use nuts, but I do like to use some seeds. So here's a little bit of raw organic hemp seed that I'm going to put in to give it some creaminess. I'm going to go ahead and put in some flax seeds. So here we have our, and some people use flaxseed oil, but I don't, because I don't like it to go rancid and oxidize. So I just put in the fresh organic flax seeds. pumpkin seeds, which are full of so many wonderful vital nutrients like magnesium. And we definitely want to get pumpkin seeds in our diet every day. So a dressing is a great spot to put them. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pumpkin seeds in, and then you could add chia seeds, but I like to do those in the morning, so I don't need a double dose of those. And I like to put in organic sesame seeds. These ones are black, so it'll make the dressing a little darker, but you can use the golden ones if you want that white, creamy looking dressing. But anyways, these are organic sesame seeds. They're so powerful for you. They're so amazing. The other thing you could do is if you have tahini, which is, where's my tahini? There we go. It's just the seed butter, and it's white, or you can get the black tahini, but it's basically so good. It's basically just organic sprouted, what is this, sesame seeds. And it's so good for hummus, or it's so good for dressing. So since I put the actual seed in, I don't need to add tahini, but I do love to add this to make it creamy. So that's another thing you can do. And then I like to add something to even make it more creamy. So I will add a healthy fat here. So I'll either add a half of an avocado, which will make it, again, if you don't like that green color, that might not be for you, but it's a super duper rich, creamy texture for the dressing, and also so full of nutrients. So you go ahead and do that, but I'm going to chop the avocado on my salad. I like to eat it. So instead of doing that, I'm going to use coconut milk, and this happens to be my own homemade coconut milk yogurt. So it's fermented, so you get an extra boost for fermented. And I'm just going to pour in a little bit. So you could do it just straight out of the can. But I ferment mine, so if I have fermented around that day, I'll definitely use fermented because it gives it a nice sour tang. And it also has all those probiotic healing powers inside of it. So there we have it. We've added all this to our Vitamix, or our high-speed blender. And we may need to add some water now, just to kind of, I'm just going to come over here and blend it up. So we may need to add, like I said, we may need to add some water, but we're going to go ahead and blend it up. So just get your lid on, and let's see, do a first pass at this. So we turn on our Vitamix, and we're going to increase the speed. Sorry about that for your ears, but you can see how creamy this dressing is here and how it tastes really good. So I'm just getting a sense of the flavor. It's got a lot of garlic, so if you want to cut the garlic a little bit, you can add a little bit more oil to it, which I will add in a little bit more olive oil. And then I'll blend it up again, just slowly. There we go, and I think that's great. So now I'm just going to put it in a bottle for tonight. So I'm just going to grab a bottle down here. You want to put it in a glass container, or you ideally want to use it right away. But because I'm actually going to be waiting about a half an hour, I want to make sure that it's in a glass container, and it's so creamy and thick. So I want to go ahead and put it in my glass container, fill it right up, seal it, put it in the fridge so it doesn't oxidize. And again, ideally you want to do this right away as soon as you're about to eat it. But now you can see just how wonderful all these healthy fats that you have in here, healthy nuts, seeds, we have spices, herbs, and just about everything that you can think of to to give our healing boost to our salad. So there you go. I'm just going to take a taste. So good. So there we have it. Our dressing. This is part 2 of the healthiest healing salad. So we've done part 1, which is our base. Now we've done our dressing. And stay tuned for part 3.